Hello everybody. Welcome to my ASMR channel. This is my first ASMR video, so I'm excited. I first discovered ASMR videos on YouTube about 5 years ago, something like that. Hard to say exactly. I was looking for rain videos on YouTube. I have insomnia and I've always had it. Sorry, I just heard my hard drive kick into gear. I guess my computer's doing a backup. So that's unfortunate. So I apologize for that. Anyway, I was looking for rain videos and discovered in the suggestions an ASMR video. It was a young woman reading a book or a short story in Korean. I don't speak Korean, but I listened to it and was hooked. So now I listen to many different ASMR artists, some of whom you're probably very familiar with. Of course, Gentle Whispers, and there's a man named Dale's Discourse, who I like a lot. There's a channel called After Hours ASMR, who I enjoy, although I think he's stopped posting. Of course, Latte ASMR, The French Whisperer, I enjoy quite a lot, although I think he's also stopped posting, unfortunately. But long before I knew about YouTube ASMR, it's been a part of my life. When I was a child, I took an electronics class. I grew up in the country, and I would take the school bus, out to this small shack way out in the middle of nowhere, where I'd have this electronics class. Many times it would just be me and the instructor, and we would take apart things and build small electronic devices. And the one thing that I built was I actually don't remember what it's called, but it's for Morse code, where you make the sound, the beeps for the dots and the dashes. And I was learning Morse code, and so the instructor made a cassette tape for me, where he would spell out words and sentences in Morse code for me to figure out, kind of homework. And the day he made the cassette tape, it was raining, and he He had a deep, dulcet voice that was very soothing. And the combination of those elements was quite wonderful. And I listened to that cassette tape many times, long after I had deciphered the words and sentences, just because I liked how it sounded. And then fast forward to high school, when I would have trouble sleeping. Most every night I would play the local radio station, which would play old-time radio shows, like the Green Hornet, maybe some Orson Welles shows. I can't even honestly remember the names of most of them, but it was really wonderful. And so that would help me sleep. The summer before I went to college, so the summer after my senior year in high school, I got my first job at a gas station. And I worked an afternoon/evening shift. And before I would go to work, I started watching Bob Ross, who I think many of you know about. He's fairly well known in the ASMR community. And I also watched, as strange as it sounds, the Shopping Channel. I forget the exact name of it, if it was called the Shopping Channel, but I didn't even have a credit card back then. And for the most part, I wasn't at all interested in what they were selling. Oftentimes it was like rings or jewelry for women that I really had no interest in, but I just liked hearing their voices as they would describe the pieces. And then over the years, I've always had little recorders, cassette recorders, and then I had a mini disc recorder. Partly because I'm a musician and it helps me to record myself and listen back, and helps me improve. But also I would make these tapes for my girlfriends over the years, which were kind of like ASMR tapes. I would record myself like this and record myself through my day, or sort of record myself talking to them. With the feeling in mind that I had when I used to listen to that tape of the electronics teacher, trying to recreate that feeling for other people. So when I discovered ASMR on YouTube, it was a very happy day. That there was a community of people that were interested in that too. I will say that I guess, like with most things, there's a spectrum. And so for me, it's, people describe often tingles or actual physical sensations that they get from ASMR. But for me, I don't experience that. It's just relaxation. I say just, but it still feels pretty special. So when I watch ASMR videos, I'm always drawn to role plays or people describing things that they like or do in their life. Mainly because there's I like the human voice. And so like tapping videos or match lighting and things like that, they don't interest me personally. I can appreciate the appeal, but those aren't videos that I seek out. I've never talked with anyone about ASMR. I don't, I'm not on Facebook or Instagram. So it's just something that I've experienced by listening to other people's videos in terms of the YouTube community. When I watch videos, generally almost always, I choose videos where I can see the person's face, which I don't entirely understand, because often I'll only watch the beginning of the video and then I'll put my phone down and just listen in the dark as I'm trying to fall asleep. But for some reason, I still like to see the person's face, guy or girl. It just feels like a more personal connection. There is one person who posts who doesn't show her face, who I really like, and she's only posted maybe 6 videos, but she's really good, and I guess that's the only faceless person that I really follow. So, I say that as a way of introduction to my channel where, as you can see now, you cannot see my face. Which is probably just silly on my part. But I guess I'm shy about posting my face, at least for now. I'm not sure what my family and friends and people I work with would think about ASMR. And I guess I'm not quite ready to find out. So, I don't know, you guys have probably, like me, seen many channels start where people at first don't show their face, but then as they get more comfortable and the community welcomes them, they eventually do. Or some people stop posting, or some people just remain somewhat anonymous. So I don't know what will happen with this channel. But at least in the beginning, I'll do them like this. There's I'm a pianist and I work as a pianist, doing gigs and performing and teaching. And one of my favorite gig stories that I've heard is from a friend of mine who had a gig at a museum. That word sounds strange all of a sudden coming out of my mouth. Anyway, the people there there was a new piano, a very nice Steinway grand piano that they wanted him to play as part of the gig to show off their new piano. And the gig paid really well, so he said yes, that he played the piano and he could play a few songs at piano. I guess I should add that he's a guitarist. He's a singer-songwriter. And doesn't really play the piano. So he did the gig and played the set and just thought he would kind of ignore it and just play the guitar and sing and they would forget about it. But on the intermission, they came up to him and reminded him about playing the piano. So he sat down at the piano and put the pedal down, the damper pedal, which is the right pedal of the 3 pedals that pianos usually have. Pressed down the pedal and played just the black notes for like 15 minutes. And for those who don't know, the black notes actually make up a pentatonic scale, and it's the same scale that you often hear in wind chimes. Notes that all sound good together. And so when the wind blows the chimes, no matter what combination hit each other, it all sounds very pleasant to the ear. So I thought I would start off by playing a black note pentatonic scale improvisation, which I think will be relaxing and a good way to begin this channel. And then I have 2 pieces that I composed specifically for today, for the ASMR community. One is called ASMR Aria, and one is called ASMR Waltz. So I'll begin by playing the black note piece. Excuse me for a moment, I have to get a different pair of headphones. I don't know how I'm going to do this actually. I didn't plan this well because I need these headphones to hear my voice, but I need a different pair of headphones to hear the keyboard. So I will wear 2 pairs of big headphones, I guess, at the same time. Sorry, this is not going to work. I will be right back. So I think I will do those 2 ASMR pieces in a separate video. I'd like to thank you for listening, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.